crazy.
Yeah.
That is super creepy.
All right, into the abyss we go. Check this out. Already there are hoof prints.
Jersey Devil! You out here? You demonic son of a bitch! Good evening, Appalachia and all who inhabit it. Chances are that if you're watching this video, you're at least a little bit familiar with the creature known as the Jersey Devil. With over 200 sightings, it is one of the most investigated cryptids out there. And your mullet-maxing critter here wants to get his finger in the monster pie. So, I'm driving 13 damn hours from Tennessee to New Jersey to see if I can find any evidence that this Satan spawn haunts the Pine Barrens, a 1.1 million acre forest that covers 22% of the state of New Jersey, and where the majority of the sightings take place. But first, what exactly is the Jersey Devil? Well, it all started in the late 1600s and early 1700s in colonial New Jersey. During this time, the state was very rural, politically divided, deeply religious, and suspicious of anything mystical or occult, with much of New Jersey being controlled by the Christian movement known as the Quakers. Remember, this was the same time period that the Salem witch trials took place, like 2 states up north, up in Massachusetts. More like mass of 2 shits. In the late 1600s, there was a feller named Daniel Leeds, a Quaker and prominent figure in New Jersey at the time. He was a farmer and a publisher of almanacs. For you Zoomers watching this video, before we had the collective knowledge of the world at our fingertips because of these magical little boxes, we had almanacs, kind of an annual publication containing a calendar, weather forecasts, astronomical data, agricultural planting dates, kind of like a very primitive Google. Now, our man Daniel included astrology into his almanacs. You know, the star sign crap that the goth girls on TikTok are really into. The Quaker community that Daniel was involved in kinda ostracized him for including this astrology in his almanacs, deeming them too pagan or blasphemous, going so far as to censor or even destroy his work. Now this didn't set well with Daniel, who continued to rebelliously publish almanacs, but with even more esoteric stuff in his works. Stuff like Christian occultism, cosmology, demonology, angelology, even Wiccan shit like nature magic. All kinds of stuff that would get a Quaker's balls in a twist. And when he died and his son took over publishing the almanacs, he put the Leeds family crest on the cover of them. The crest being a depiction of a wyvern, a dragon, or a devil. All of this accumulated with the Leeds family being branded devil worshippers and occultists. Man, the Quakers would have strung me up by my balls for the stuff I do here on this YouTube. Now, everything that I have told you thus far has been true, actual, documented history. Daniel even got into a pretty funny dispute with the Benjamin Franklin over his almanac. But this is where the story muddles up from actual history to myth and folklore. Because of their association with the occult, there began a story about an unnamed Leeds woman living out in the Pine Barrens in the early 1700s, who had, up to this point, 12 children. Oh, that poor woman's poontang. Her husband's pull-out game must have been dog water, man. Did they have condoms back then? Huh. Anyhow, this woman was about to have her 13th crotch goblin, the number 13 often associated with the devil. And upon discovering that she was about to have a 13th kid, she shouted out in exasperation, "Let this child be the devil." Poor choice of words, because speak of the devil and he shall appear. After she gave birth to said chitlin, it began to transform, growing wings, claws, a big old spaded tail, claws, teeth, the whole shebang, and thus was the Jersey Devil, or sometimes called the Leeds Devil. It was a bipedal, wyvern-like creature with a horse or goat-like head, hooves for feet, and a barbed, spaded tail, often said to emit a blood-curdling scream. Although other tellings of the story say that she was a blatant witch who was playing spicy bop it with old Nick himself. Hence why her child came out part devil. But again, unlike the Daniel portion of this story, this is all just folklore, probably garnered from the bad press and alienation that the family was facing at the time. I'm sure this rendition of the story started by some Quaker housewife talking shit. Yeah, that Leeds girl that lives over yonder? She's a whore that fucked the devil. But what if it weren't just a story? What if one of these mini retellings actually did take place and the giant flying hellspawn is somewhere out there in the Pine Barrens? Because like I said earlier, there have been countless old-timey and modern sightings of this thing. Well, critters, grab your crucifix, grab your holy water, and grab your trusty M4A1, because we are indeed taking that 12-hour drive from Tennessee to New Jersey. I've gotten into contact with a buddy of mine who is from and familiar with the areas the Jersey Devil has had a lot of sightings in. So he's going to take me to 3 quick stops: the possible location of the Leeds Mother Cabins Foundation, an old Jersey Devil hunting ground, and a historic village. These 3 are going to be quick stops, as I don't believe the Jersey Devil still remains in these areas due to the great urbanization around said areas. But after that, I will be heading all alone to Botana Trail, a much more isolated 50-mile trail secluded enough that I believe the Jersey Devil could still linger there. Let's get to it. Alright, critters, here we are. Officially in New Jersey. Man, it is like offensively flat here. Really cool though. There's a lot of like sand dunes that are covered by snow. Oh yeah, real quick y'all, you see that right there? That's a shipwreck. Where's this place called? Sunset Beach, New Jersey? That is the SS Atlantis here in the coast of New Jersey. This right here is the Delaware. I have never been to a place where there's ice on the is this the sea or just a river?
It's the river and the ocean's that way, I think.
Still, this is so cool. Apparently here on the Delaware you can find big chunks of quartz that they're called Cape-made diamonds. So if you walk this beach, you can walk around and find cool pieces of quartz and crystals. Alright, I'm here with my buddy. We are heading to a place called Leeds Point, which is, it was named after the Leeds family where the whole shebang went down, where the lady gave birth to the devil spawn. So this should be interesting. And you say there's like the actual foundation to where she lived?
Yeah, allegedly it's back here somewhere in the brush.
Oh God, we're gonna get shot, ain't we? Or get our lungs devoured by a hell beast. We're here. Oh hell.
It's probably good for the camera stuff though. The chest
Oh
ring.
yeah.
All right, into the abyss we go. You know, as a southerner, I am so not used to hiking in the snow. You're from here in New Jersey. You think this place is actually haunted at all? You think the Jersey Devil exists?
You know, it's hard to say. There's a lot. I haven't personally had any kind of encounter, but there's a lot of people that would say it is. I will say though, you definitely do get a spooky feeling in some of these woods.
That's without a doubt. I can imagine the pines are a little overbearing, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
As we're walking, I'm keeping an eye out for any goat hoof prints in the snow. They say that the Jersey Devil has goat feet. Right here we have a very small deer track. 2 little hooves. They don't look like goat. I think they're definitely deer. And I am actively sliding on the ice. I'm gonna bust my ass before the Jersey Devil even has a chance to kill me.
really much to look at here, but this kind of like bit of a depression here is, as far as I'm aware, where the foundation used to lie.
It's probably all covered up by the snow, ain't it?
Yeah, any little bits we'd see would be covered.
Man, it sucks how quickly nature takes back everything sometimes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the structure itself is said to not have stood for over 100 years.
All right, so not much is left of this house. You can barely even see the foundations because of how long it's been, the lack of upkeep, and of course the snow. I'm really not used to snow. I actually busted my ass off camera like 5 minutes ago. That wasn't pleasant. My knee really hurts. So I doubt we're gonna get anything, but they did say that this woman could have been a witch who literally fucked the devil, and that's why she gave birth to the Jersey Devil. I don't know if there's any cadence to these stories, but I'm gonna see if I can communicate with her or any other spirit. A little EMF reader went off for a little bit. Tell you what, you hold that, keep it pointed at the camera, and keep an eye on that for me. Let me know if there's any sort of reading from it. Is there anything in here in these woods that would like to communicate with us? Is the spirit of the woman who gave birth to the Jersey Devil here with us? I don't know your name, but we are giving you permission to talk to us and communicate with us. Is the spirit of the Jersey Devil with us? Is there anything lingering around this house site that we should be worried about?
A little bit of a fluctuation.
This is more of a corporeal creature rather than a spirit. I just wanted to come around here because of the history associated with the house. Again, she gave birth to a demon spawn, so maybe I thought something could have come up. But if that's not the case, you said that there is a location around here where locals say that it's the Jersey Devil's main feeding grounds, where there's a whole bunch of different sightings and stuff. Where's that at?
That would be the nearby wildlife refuge.
All right, well, we're going to go there. We're going to get out my night vision camera. We're going to turn on some very bright lights, and we're going to see if we can see anything. I catch a giant winged hellspawn descending upon us and ripping the roof of our truck off. I'll try to get that on camera too.
Now, we could just park off to the side here.
And just walk.
Yeah, and just walk it a little ways. I mean, it goes a little while. It's a little while before it opens up, but, you know, we can still...
I mean, hoof it a little bit.
Yeah, we can still hoof it a little bit.
Hoof it to find the hoofed one.
See if we can find anything. I mean, I doubt we're actually going to catch it swooping down upon us and eating my buddy here.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. But, you know, it's still something. Still want to get out here and look, you know. I mean, I've been wanting to come here into the Pine Barrens for years now, and I finally get my chance, so thanks YouTube. We got hoof prints right here coming down. I think they're deer. They look too big to be a goat. It's definitely hooves heading down yonder. Who knows, maybe we'll see a deer out here. In the last video I did, I came across a hog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mean little bastard. So I was going to bring my gun down here. What's with New Jersey gun laws, dude?
Yeah, you know, I mean, that's why the Jersey Devil's so scary, is because you can't...
You can't defend yourself against
it. If you could carry a gun around, it wouldn't be so scary. Someone would probably have it mounted on their wall somewhere by now.
Dude, I would love some Jersey Devil meat.
Yeah, man.
Oh, get a slice of like haunch off that thing. Exactly. That'd be delicious. Get some like Jersey Devil haggis.
It'd probably be a little tough layer of meat, you know.
Yeah, beat it with a hammer a little bit. Jersey Devil, are you out here? You know, do you think that if someone was attacked by the Jersey Devil, just putting a crucifix on it, would that kill it, do you think?
You know, that's a good question. I imagine it would hurt it, you know. I don't know if it would. It might kill it. Depends where you hit, how hard you can hit it with it, you know.
Just beating the shit out of a demon with a crucifix.
I'd imagine it would maim it a little though.
Dude, a crucifix axe.
Yeah.
Like sharpen the edges.
You're here.
Oh, we got more dookie.
Pretty big spot. Nearly as big as my hand, dude. What do you reckon?
I don't know. know, maybe a coyote, something.
Yeah, coyote, dog, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I don't see any coyote tracks, but what
was might have walked on the dirt path.
Yeah, or maybe more snow just came by and filled it up. Wait, here we go. Yeah, there's a paw pad right there.
Say that's probably
It stepped in its own
dog.
shit and then walked that way. Not goat poop though, so still nothing there. We gotta keep looking. All right, let's shine some light on the situation. Woo! God, I love this thing. This way, if the Jersey Devil comes at us, I can blind him with the light of God. 8,000 lumens directly into the cornea. Got more tracks here.
These are more paw prints.
Yeah, these are paws for sure.
Coyote tracks.
You like dog meat? Coyote meat? You ever had some?
Can't say I've ever tried it.
Neither have I. I'm not Asian. Oh, looky. We got more scat. More coyote. It's got hair in it. Look at that. He had a mill. Little mouse or something.
Oh, yeah.
Down in Tennessee, they don't give a damn about people.
Really?
They'll walk right up on you.
Now, if you see it has rabies.
It's just.
You got a lot of tracks in it.
Yeah. Yeah, a whole lot of coyote tracks, not a whole lot of goat tracks. Hey, bud. Are you seeing a croc?
What the heck? Someone's missing a shoe.
Do you think the Jersey Devil got some girl out here?
Oh. It's awfully suspicious to me. I don't know why. It looks like a perfectly good croc.
God, it's really up on here.
I don't know why they're being free. Some ice in it.
You want to take a drink from that? Slurp, slurp, slurp.
Sip.
Yeah, a little. Man, what dillweed came out here and just left a croc? I'm gonna leave it back here though. What if it's?
Someone needs to come back for their shoe.
Yeah, exactly. What if it's cursed? I don't want to.
Oh.
Shit. Yeah. What do you think? You think the Jersey Devil is festive?
Yeah, I think he's in a festive mood right now. Maybe the holiday season.
What is that? Wait, hold on. Here, hold this light for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shine it in there. There's ornaments in there, dude.
Oh, that's a little odd.
Look.
The Jersey Devil decorated his Christmas
Dude,
tree.
look, there's...
You think we found the Jersey Devil's Christmas tree?
I think so. What is this? This is a really creepy looking one.
That's a Santa Claus. That's Santa. You like Santa.
Someone came out here and just... Yeah. Man, you New Jerseyans are weird, dude. Oh, shit.
I'm blaming this one on the devil, on the Jersey Devil.
Yeah.
Dude. It's all open.
This is some serious icy ice, dude. This is that true northern territory.
This would be nice.
Surely out here it would be easy to see if something came swooping down on us. And you said it likes to attack people here?
The legends say.
I mean, yeah, you're wide open. You're kind of like a sitting duck out here.
Yeah, it's right where the pines meet the bay, and it lets him retreat back into the woods once he's done eating.
And it lets you slip on your ass before it comes and eats you. Is this the bay over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all frozen marsh, guys. This is a type of biome I've never been to, a frozen marsh. I mean, down south we have marshes, but it's always, you know, marshy, swampy, the kind of thing a Shrek would live in. So you're saying that if I were to like go through here, I'd probably break through and drown?
Well, I would imagine it's all frozen solid, but it's probably best to not take chances.
Let's go in it. While we are here waiting to see if the Jersey Devil will smell our meat and come to feast on our innards, I'm going to tell y'all just a couple Jersey Devil sightings that have been seen around the Pine Barrens and even right here in this spot. So one of the first reported Jersey Devil sightings was in 1812 when Joseph Bonaparte, or however you pronounce it, that's Napoleon, the Napoleon's brother, was hunting here in the Pine Barrens. Apparently it attacked him. It tried to kill him. Shot at it with his like musket or wherever the hell they had back then. Oh my god, dude. So in 1909, a Navy commander, Stephen Decatur or whatever, reportedly saw the Jersey Devil, and he tried to shoot at it with a cannon, and he hit it like dead mass, and it blew a hole straight through the creature. But apparently, according to this, he didn't even face the Jersey Devil. Even with a gaping cannonball shaped hole in its body, it just flew off. So I guess that makes sense. I mean, if it really is the spawn of the devil, I doubt munitions are going to hurt it that much. So maybe it doesn't matter if people have guns or not.
Yeah, you might need silver bullets.
Crucifix.
Or crucifix.
There you go, crucifix.
Yeah.
The power of God. the Salem cab attack of 1927. The Jersey fad died out for a while until in 1927, when a taxi driver in Salem City allegedly encountered the Jersey Devil while chasing a tar. The man told the police that a winged creature was pounding on the roof of his cab. So I guess the Jersey Devil really needed a ride that day. Call a taxi. Several residents of Mays Landing, that place where I saw that shipwreck, they heard horrific screams in the night, but there was no explanation for the noises. So the police hung flyers assuring residents that the Jersey Devil was a hoax. But a circus owner countered the appeal by offering a $100,000 reward for if anyone could capture the Jersey Devil. I feel like that's a good way to get your ass cheeks bitten off your body, trying to capture a demon. Let's see here. Wharton State Forest. So a forest ranger Chief Alan McFarland, saw something that both grossed him out and stumped his wild animal knowledge. A brutal scene on a South Jersey farm where a pack of pigs had been killed. He reported that the backs of their heads were eaten and their bodies were scratched and torn, but there were no tracks, indicating that whatever had attacked from the fucking air.
That was the 1980s incident.
That's crazy. Fuck, the Jersey's Devil is putting airstrikes on pigs, dude.
Asbury Park's it's a short town to the north of here by about an hour.
Well, apparently, a resident there claimed to have encountered the Jersey Devil 7 years ago. It doesn't go into much detail, but he described it basically down to the teeth of what it actually is.
Life is about.
In 1993, Forest Ranger John Irwin was driving along the Mullica River.
Yep.
Where's that at?
It's around here, about 20 or so minutes away.
When he saw a strange creature blocking the road ahead of him. He said it was 6 feet tall, with horns, black matted fur. The creature just kind of stared at him before flying off into the forest. And I'll give you one more here. One evening, while taking out the trash, Fran Coppolo, Italian name I've ever seen, if I've ever heard it, she saw a strange shadow on the wall in front of her, and she said that when she looked up and saw the shadow of the beast with wings, the image was so frightening that she felt calm. What the hell is this woman talking about? I don't know. But yeah, so there's been tons of sightings around here of this thing attacking people. And you would think with over 200 sightings and with so many people coming out here to explore the Pine Barrens, and with how small the Pine Barrens is compared to a lot of other forests, that someone would have found it by now, right?
Or at least got it on camera.
Yeah. We've been out here for a good bit. You said there's another spot?
Yeah, there is.
All right, let's go check that out.
We are in historic Batstow Village right now.
And apparently a whole bunch of Jersey Devil attacks happened here back when?
Back in the 1980s.
1980s. Not too far ago, to be honest. That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is super creepy. Let's go check it out. We got, looks like a barn or a loft or something right here. An ice house. Huh. Hello. Is the Jersey Devil in here? Is this where you're being kept? Got freaking torture devices or something in here, man. That is so freaking creepy.
That or this is a mill. Mule barn.
Meal barn. What is this, a shitter or something? Is this the Jersey Devil's shitter? Oh, they got locked up. Jersey Devil, you in there? Ooh. No, okay. This is gnarly looking. This is where you go to have a witch, like, eat your lungs. Yeah. Oh, you have a hanging. Corn crib, crib of the corn, my crib. Ugh. I don't like this place.
What's that?
I don't like this place. Creepy. Careful, careful. Oh God, I'm dying.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a mill here.
Maybe the Jersey Devil lives in there.
Yeah.
So cool. These different locations have been really cool, but civilization has definitely overtaken these areas. I'm sure the Jersey Devil may have been around these spots before in the olden days, but I don't believe the Jersey Devil would be around here like currently with all this roads, all these people around here. But tomorrow night we're going to Batana Trail, a really long backpacking trail, overnight camping trail that goes like hours and hours into the woods. I believe that if I go there and set up camp, I may have an actual chance at seeing the Jersey Devil.
Safe. I think this is your trail.
All right, critters, here we are on Batana Trail. I think that's how you pronounce it. Batana, Fotana, Bowambo, Dowambo. I made the smart decision to put on some ice spikes, some crampons, because this entire trail looks like it's frozen over. And I really don't want to bust my ass out here. Yep, Batana Trail, southern terminus. This forest is 53 miles long. If there's one place I think we might be able to catch the Jersey Devil or any evidence of it, it's here. Those other 3 places I showed you, where the lady's house was, there was a neighborhood right beside it. Where his old hunting grounds were, there was a city right beside it, telecommunication towers, and a neighborhood not too far away from there. And of course the village is literally in a state managed park area where people and workers are constantly going by. So I don't think that the Jersey Devil lives there anymore. He may have lived there long ago, back in the 80s and before, but nowadays I think that if the Jersey Devil is still alive, it still exists, it would be here on this big patch of Pine Barren forest. And this is true Pine Barren. There ain't nothing but you and the forest. It is here where I think I might come across the Jersey Devil. If I don't, I at least got to hike in the Pine Barrens, something I've been wanting to do, for years now. Check this out. Already there are hoof prints. Now again, these I believe are deer. It can kind of be hard to tell the difference between a goat footprint or a deer, but deers are definitely more sharper than goat footprints. And judging by these are definitely from a deer. It looks like it came down this way. When it comes to both human and animal tracks, or tracking anything in general, it's really nice when it snows. So what'll happen, it'll snow, and then that snow will melt, but then solidify into this crunchy, icy-like material, and it will basically encase and fossilize footprints. So some of these footprints you're seeing, be it deer, human, or hellspawn, could have been from 3 days ago, even a week ago, depending on how long ago it snowed. I'll tell you what, critters, I really wish I was able to have brought my M4 like I wanted to, but apparently New Jersey has some of the tightest gun laws in the country. Not to mention they're very strict with their forests. Speaking of which, I will not be camping out here. Apparently you have to pay to camp out here, and even then it's very restricted, and I ain't doing all that. This is just going to be a night hike. Plus I've never really camped in the northern winter before, so it's not something I feel comfortable doing quite yet. But I am going to get out here. I'm going to hike as far as I can. I'm going to find some place to set up a little bivouac and see if I can entice the Jersey Devil to come swoop down and eat me. Just slurp my intestines out of my asshole. Or, whatever Jersey Devils do to you. Now you can't see it because of all the snow, but underneath all this is sand. The Pine Barrens are a very interesting forest. It has a lot of acidic wetlands and sandy forests with all these pine trees you're seeing here and all these evergreens that you don't normally see in biomes like this. And I think it covers 30 to 70% of the state. I can't remember the exact statistic. I think I mentioned it in the beginning of this video, but it's such an interesting forest aside from all the folklore associated with it. So I'm really happy to be here. This forest is incredibly flat. It's been kind of a culture shock how flat all the trails are and all the land is around here. Down in southern Appalachia, there ain't an inch of flat ground when you go camping or hiking, and it's all rocky, and there's so many steep inclines with no switchbacks to help you. You just gotta go straight up. But compared to all that, this trail I'm on so far, it's kind of a cakewalk. I've been on here for about 20 minutes now. It probably doesn't seem like that on the camera because of all the cuts of just hiking and nothing happening. But yeah, this is quite enjoyable, just walking in the snow, a nice flat trail. But it's also been kind of difficult, especially in terms of filming this video. New Jersey laws around here are so strict about everything from guns to where you can camp, where you can hike, what you can do while hiking or camping. Down in Tennessee, in state forest and national forest, you can primitive camp, which means I could just drop my pack right there and just camp there for the night. But here in New Jersey, in this forest, you have to rent out and get a permit from the ranger station to camp at one of these campsites. You can't just drop your crap. I heard that you used to be able to primitive camp on the Batana Trail, but not no more, and I couldn't figure out why they changed it. And even then, like a lot of the other trails around here attached to the Pine Barrens, they don't let you hike at night. This is probably one of the very few ones I've been able to find to hike at night. It's been kind of irritating having to navigate through the different laws that I'm not used to, because I'm from Tennessee, where outdoor and gun laws are really lax. You may be asking yourself, Dad Appalachia, why do you keep turning off your super high-powered 8,000 lumen flashlight and just using your headlamp? Well, when you're hiking in the cold really saps away your power and energy for your electronics, both your phone, your lights, battery banks, anything. The cold really sucks the energy away, so you've got to conserve it. I only have 2 of these high-powered flashlights, so I want to conserve them, but I have at least 4 of these, headlamps you're seeing right here. So I would rather have those run out and save the high-powered stuff for if I have to point something out, or if I see something interesting coming at me trying to kill me. There's something moving around here around me, but I don't think it's the Jersey Devil or anything big. It sounds small, maybe a deer or something. One thing I wasn't used to, down in Tennessee and the South, the deer are really large, but around here they have something called pine deer. They're these little deer. They're just white-tailed deers, I think, but they're about the size of small dogs. They have very small deer around here in the Pine Barrens. I just don't know for sure if they're a specific species of deer or if they're just a small subsect of normal deer. I'm not from the north, so I'm only really familiar with the critters of southern Appalachia. But I don't think what I've been hearing has been the Jersey Devil. So we're just gonna keep on going down, trying to find somewhere to set up a camp, set up a bivouac. I'm definitely smelling something musky. It smells like urine. It smells like Uranus. Anything? Huh. It looks a little yellow right there. Yeah, that's pee. All right. Maybe deer pee. Maybe Jersey Devil pee. Who knows? Ugh, whatever it is, it's stinky. Very stinky, very strong. Attention visitors, adjacent lands are open for hunting. Huh. Is this still part of the Tana Trail, or do I head that way? Well, the arrows are pointing this way, so... Huh. I guess I just keep going this way. Yeah, the trail continues down yonder. Very creepy, very ominous road that I have no idea where it goes. Jersey Devil! You out here? You demonic son of a bitch. I got the power of the Lord on my side, son. What you got? Well, I guess you have fangs and claws and inhuman strength. I guess that might even the playing field a little bit, huh? Jersey Devil! Warriors, come out to play. Warriors. Where are you, you bastard? That's not even an insult. You literally are a bastard, according to the legend. Angry you that I'm calling your mama a hoe? For having sex with old Nick himself? Does that anger you? You should come out here and do something about it. Well, I charged this to full capacity before I came out here because of the cold. It died. It's completely dead. I'm gonna have to attach it to my battery bank later, I guess, if I want to use it. Same with this. My other night vision camera is completely dead from the cold. Now, that is one explanation, but there's one more. According to legend, certain paranormal entities can sap the strength of electronics, such as demons. In many demon cases, you're not able to see them with electronics. They really mess with your electronics, especially cameras. And if this thing is the Jersey Devil, the spawn of Satan, I guess maybe it could be affecting my electronics to hinder me, to put me at a disadvantage. Or it's just the cold sapping the batteries like it happens all the time. Up to you to decide, but that is really annoying. I won't be able to use these until I create my bivouac. Can I plug it into my battery banks? That is very frustrating. Are you that scared of me? Pussy! I just heard a very, very odd sound coming from in there. Kind of sounded like a deer. Deer make all kinds of strange noises. It definitely weren't a blood-curdling scream like the Jersey Devil is said to have, say. All right, so I have a choice. Do I go a bit further into the forest and try to find a different wide open area to set up my bivouac? Or do I decide to do it here? I mean, this is a nice wide open area. We're in the middle of the Pine Barrens. There's no one else around. Tell you what, I'm gonna recon a little bit in here and see if there's anything in particular to look at. And if not, well, I'll come back here and continue the investigation in this area. Because, well, as cool as the Pine Barrens are, there's not much in here. There's not like abandoned buildings like you would find on the trails in Appalachia. There's not tons of ghost towns. I bet I could hike this entire trail and just see nothing but normal ass woods. Well, as normal as the Pine Barrens can be. So it's not like I'm looking for anything in particular to stop at. I'm just looking for a good area to set up, you know? And that area was as good as any, I guess. I guess it wouldn't hurt to go further into the forest for spooky vibes sake, you know? Jersey Devil, come out and get me. I'm calling you out, you're bitch made. You are a pussy. Come out and eat me, suck my eyes out of my skull. I'm gonna wrestle you, I'm gonna eat you, your meat is gonna be mine. You know, I probably should be paying more attention to the skyline rather than just the ground force level, considering the sucker can fly. I've been walking for a good bit of time here, and it's just more trail on trail on trail. I don't know if there's going to be anything interesting further up ahead, or if there's any clearings or anything. So I'm gonna head back to that nice open spot and set up my bivouac there, and you know, see if the Jersey Devil comes to eat me in that spot. Jersey Devil, I'm out here in the open. You got a nice clearing in the trees to come swoop down, pick me up like a pterodactyl, or whatever the hell you do to people. All right, so I've been kind of meandering around for about 15 minutes, trying to listen for anything. It's damn near impossible to hear anything over the constant wind, but I've been trying. I've been reading online. Some say that if you give like an invocation, like permission for it to interact with you, it may draw it in, you know? So here's a little excerpt that I found that someone else did. From the Pine Barrens of Leeds Point, the cursed child of Mother Leeds, if you roam these woods tonight, I invite you to make yourself known. Yoo-hoo! Hey, New Jersey Devil, bada bing, bada boom, what's up with you? Oh, ravioli, biscioli. Wouldn't it be really funny if the Jersey Devil spoke in a New Jersey accent? That'd be fucking hilarious. Yeah, I'm really just waiting for my thing to charge so I can go completely dark and just use that to look around. There's that wind again. You can't hear anything. Jersey Devil, come out to get me. We got 240 pounds of pure Southern Appalachian beef
sitting right here on a platter for you. Say hello. All right, critters, it seems that this thing is charged enough for me to do this. So we are going to go completely lights out and see if the lack of light will entice it to think that I'm, you know, more vulnerable. Let's do it. Let's turn these lights off. All right. Hello. Dead Appalachia. Hello, critters. Yeah, the battery's still pretty low, so I probably can't do this for too long. But we are completely in the dark. Ooh, it's cold. Jersey Devil. You out here somewhere stalking me for all the shit talking I've been doing? Kind of hard to see where I'm going just using this. The hell is that? Can't tell if that's just the creaking of trees or is there something in there. Let's take a closer look, see. Y'all see anything back here? Looking at me? I can't see shit right now, so. Let me get my GoPro. I left it over here. It has better sound quality, so y'all can hear what I'm hearing a bit better than this thing. Alright, critters. It has gotten really late. I've been out here for hours now. And my lights are really quickly dying. I only have one more floodlight left, and my second high-powered flashlight is already almost dead. Either spiritual forces or the cold is really sucking all my equipment dry. So if I want to be able to navigate myself out of here with light, I'm gonna have to, you know, get the hell out of Dodge now. It's been frustrating. I really wanted to stay out here longer, but you're beholden to the environment and your equipment. But I'm going to continue the film if anything, you know, happens to me heading out. And while I hike, I'm going to have my spirit box on. Maybe the radio waves will attract it to me, or maybe it will somehow communicate with me through the spirit box as I hike out. But our time at this spot is over. Let's start heading back to the trailhead.
You out here? Say something to me. Come on. Do you have an actual name? Something I can call you rather than the Jersey Devil? What's your birth name? Who's your papa? Who's your daddy? Tell me. Well, now my spirit box has died. By the way, you guys are right here attached to my chest rig right now. That's why it may look a little stiff. You're only going to be able to see from now on what I turn my body towards, because I'm just trying to focus on getting out of here before all my batteries die and I'm stranded out here in the pitch black. I've texted my exfil. They'll be here in about 20 minutes, so they should arrive at the trailhead long before I do if they leave now. Man, hiking in the northern cold is a whole different beast than what I'm used to in terms of, you know, equipment failure. It's just the damn cold saps everything up. Check this out. Since I came through here, a deer or something has gone through here. I'm pretty sure it's a deer. Those look like deer tracks. It has walked on top of my footprints. It's nice to know I'm not alone in this forest, even if it is just a deer. I'll take anything at this point. Yeah, see, more tracks. He's just following the trail I've been going down. You'll see that right there. I didn't even notice that coming in. What the hell is that here? Let's get you off the chest rig. What is that? What could have that been for? Maybe like a very primitive deer stand, but you're not allowed to hunt out here. This may have been like a very old deer stand or something or other. You guys let me know in the comments what you think that may be. I'm stupid. I'm at a loss.
Let's get back and then we can discuss our findings. Well, critters, that was really cool. I've been wanting to hike the Pine Barrens for like forever. But alas, sorry that I found little to no evidence of the Jersey Devil. That's the thing about this channel, critters. If nothing happens, nothing happens. I don't fake shit. And what I'm about to say may rustle some feathers, but this is just my opinion, alright? Don't go caterwauling in the comments on me. I think that I don't believe the Jersey Devil really exists, or at least not currently. I think this whole thing came into fruition because of the Quakers demonizing the Leeds family, and all these tales just kind of spiraled out of control. Yeah, that's just what I think. But the 200 plus sightings are a little interesting, ain't it? Just the sheer amount of people that say they've seen it, especially historical accounts. So, I don't know, maybe it is real, maybe it's not. I'm just not entirely convinced from my research, my own deductions, and my experience here, 3 days in the Pine Barrens. But hey, either way, I hope y'all have enjoyed the video. If you would like to see a hillbilly roaming the hollers and dark places of Appalachia hunting for cryptids, monsters, and ghosts, hit that subscribe button, because that's basically what I do here on this channel. And please make sure to leave a like and a comment. Doing so tells the algorithm to show this video to more people. With all that being said, y'all have a good one, critters.